Okay, this is Lou. Today's the 8th of November. That music you're hearing is up on the TV. And what it is I'm going to be Zumba-ing with this woman. It looks like it's fairly easy, and I need fairly easy. This is Lou. Um, I don't know about these copyright deals. I'm just going to pick this up and show you. Let's see what you can see. Can you see that woman? Probably not. Okay, I've got a head full of oil. It's still not the right oil, but coconut oil is supposed to be good for you too. So that's what my greasy look is here. Anyway, need to do it with castor oil. I don't know what olive oil would do, but the idea was to get it on my scalp and rub it in, massage it, and stuff. I do need my own place. But I sure wish I had it where there was family close by. um, the biggest thing is I've got to figure out what can keep me awake while I'm driving. Keep me engaged, and then I can just drive. But I do get hypnotized by the road, hypnotized by my thoughts, and I don't want to fall asleep on the road. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger for me and danger for whoever's on the road in front of me. I used to drive across the country, but my daughter was with me. And other times I had audiobooks, which that's what I've got to figure out, because there are some books that would keep you totally engrossed and keep you awake. Like the one I want to listen to that series that I told you guys about, The Kingdom and the Crown. That's the name of the series. And it was done by Gerald Lund, L-U-N-D. He's quite the writer. I don't know if he's still writing, because now he's an apostle. In line. When you're an apostle, you're in line to become the prophet. And it goes down by seniority on down. Okay, it doesn't change. So it goes by, if someone died and they need to replace, then they move on up the ladder. But nevertheless, this man is the greatest at putting you there, putting you in the midst of all that stuff. Now, Kingdom and the Crown is about Jesus, okay? And the Celtics, is that Celtics? Zealots, the people that were fighting Rome, was a group of people called Zealots. Anyway, they're in there. There's all kinds of things in there, because what they're doing is introducing you to that time frame. The Romans, the Egyptians, the Samaritans, the Jews. Jesus came, I was going to say for everybody, but there is a scripture that he said, I don't know the words, but what it means basically is people who know you already, they grew up with you or whatever, they don't ever think you're a prophet. You're just somebody they knew. What do you know? I kind of understand some of that. But the point is, that series would keep me awake. So I need to figure out my car. I need to learn how to use my car better, and then I need to get satellite radio, I guess, so that you can have radio all the way. Because when you're driving across country, things disappear on you. I guess I should shut that off. I am going to be exercising with this woman. And they showed a picture of her really huge. And then she's not really huge anymore. I didn't say my words right. And now I'm actually hot. Haven't been exercising very much. I'm just hot. Those hot flashes. I've talked to my doctor about that. So terrible. Because I do need to get rid of that problem. How am I going to cuddle with somebody if I'm constantly sweating? Got to get rid of that. I intend to be cuddling one of these days. I have high expectations. Anyway, I was going to stay up here because I don't look good when I'm in a mess. I got an oiled up head, no teeth. I'm really putting on a good show, huh? I know, little girl, Linda. I do need to rest my voice, I guess, but no. I need to do something to make it better because I need to talk while I can. That's the way I feel about it. It's been very important to me to communicate with everybody. Not everybody's going to want to communicate with me. So I got a couple, three. There's Linda, and there's Margaret, and there's JoJo. Once in a while, Noah will speak up. And then there's another guy, Jason. Thank you, Jason. You make me feel good. I know. I was going to say something I shouldn't say. Once upon a time, I was scrumptious. And I have been called a few names, like luscious. That was nice. I'd be calling my fella scrumptious, because he is. He will be my dessert one day. Anyway, this woman up here, I don't know. She's doing good, and I can do what she's doing. So that will take place, that will take the place of my walking, and also there's some exercising in there. So that's good. I wanted to go to aerobics classes, but I just don't do good at that. And this one up here on the TV, I can do. So I'm going to. Sorry about my appearance, but it is oily. But it's coconut oil. Coconut oil is good, but castor oil is better. And maybe you can mix like I did. Okay, I mixed my concoction. Oh, this oil. Okay, this oil is not on my head right now, but it should be. This has got coconut oil, castor oil, and my mixture, which is fractionated coconut oil and Rick Simpson oil, and lecithin all mixed together. That helps it to mix with other things, okay? Because oil doesn't want to mix with oil sometimes if they have a different setup. Don't say my words right, I know. Anyway, let me see, I'll show you. So this is my concoction still, because I just mixed it in my jar. This jar had about this much of my concoction in it, okay? And then I put in castor oil and, see, I always keep forgetting. Oh, more coconut oil. And shook it together. So I don't know how much it blended in. The castor oil is supposed to help you grow your hair and your eyelashes and your nails and all that stuff. I don't know about the nails. I know that the stuff you go at the store and you buy, hair, skin, and nails. So I don't know. But I've heard that castor oil is really good for wrinkles too. So I need to be slathering myself with all kinds of things. They've also said something about putting a couple of drops at night when you go to bed. Put a couple of drops of castor oil in your navel, your belly button. Not sure what it'll do, but I do know that they say you can't see what I was doing. Okay. I know that's kind of weird. Doesn't taste very good. But still, I don't think it's going to harm me. But castor oil for sure. Get castor oil, and sometimes it comes with an eyedropper, you know? And then I'm going to start putting it deep in my skull. Castor oil is known for breaking up lumps and bumps. Remember that. If you have a cyst or a lump, start applying castor oil to it. And they have little patches or pads or something that you put the castor oil on, and then you can put it where it needs to be. Like that big lump I had in my breast. I should have had castor oil sitting in there. You don't just have oil sit because it'll roll off. But if you put the oil on the gauze pad or whatever kind of pad, and you can use tea towels, you can do whatever. But I did look up castor oil, and up popped this little patch set. It had two round ones like this, and then a square one, a bigger square and a littler square, where you can put them in places and keep them or lay there and hold them. In other words, if you got something going on in your uterus like I had in the past, then you would put castor oil on a tea towel and put it where that is, and then put plastic over it so that it won't get on your bedding or whatever, but then you could just lay there with it, tape it on, lay with it all night long. That rhymed. But the same with the breast. You would put it, you can't see me, but you would put it inside your bra. And there were people wearing it to work and wearing it at home, wearing it all the time in their breast. Anyway, it's supposed to be castor oil by itself. It's supposed to penetrate deeper than all the others. So, you know, it's worth trying. I don't know what all has helped me to have healing in my bones, but I'm so grateful. And I have a feeling, guys. This is a feeling. Okay? I think this ivermectin is something we should try. Okay? In 1996, the FDA determined that it was safe for human consumption. It is a horse warmer, okay? But they were giving it to dogs. I don't know what reason. The veterinarians were giving it to dogs that had cancer. But they probably had other ailments like being old. Because I think it's not always the case, you know, but us old folks are going to die of something. I got a feeling it's cancer. You know, if you make it past a certain stage, well, we'll just give you cancer. Anyway, it's not funny, but I'm telling you, I was really scared what they were going to say when they were reading my PET scan. Okay, I had a PET scan not long ago, and my blood sugar was actually kind of high when they did it, but she said it wouldn't have affected it. So I made sure my doctor knew that. Like some places, over in Kennewick, they wouldn't let me have the PET scan without my blood sugar below 150. And here, 200. So each place is different, I guess. Anyway, I hope that's not going to be a problem, but I've got Zumba up there. I'm going to start doing it. It's something you can do by yourself with people on TV. So you don't got to worry about someone seeing you fumble and stumble. I'm not good at looking at what they're doing and doing it. And especially when they're doing it in front of you, then it's all backwards. It's Willy Wonka's. I think, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future. I have certain plans, but if that doesn't work out, I'll have other plans. I have that little house in Downs that's mine. So I might just go move into it. I don't get to see my family here anyway. I mean, I do and I don't, but little bits is better than a lot. You know, sometimes staying with them too long can be bad. Anyway, I don't want to be a problem anywhere I go, and I'd like to still maintain that I'm the boss, just like Dad. I'm the king of my castle. Yes, Dad, you are. And I'm the king of my castle. And I was until I left it. And still am, but I'm not there to oversee it, so you're really kind of out of control as to what's going on. But I think if that house doesn't sell, I'm going to go move into it. Because, it's a cozy little place. I don't like being alone. And my Tank, she's getting so old. And she probably is so mad at me for leaving her. I left Tank and Clyde. I'm not sure. I think Bear was Bear there? When I left, there might have been 4 dogs. And then when I went back last July, not this last July, but the July before, Clyde and Tank were the only 2 left. And they were old. My dogs died of old age, okay? And they missed me, and they stayed with me. I could tell. They had, Clyde had bonded with Joe. See, before he was bonded with me. And he was still bonded with me, but I could see him. He would look at Joe like asking permission for him to come over to me. When Joe was in the room, when Joe was in the trailer where I was, I saw that. And I'm glad. I'm so glad that Clyde was bonded with Joe. Makes life a lot better. But when my sister came to pick me up and take me back away, he knew what was going on. He chased me. He chased the car as far as his little, and they weren't little because he was a tall, big dog. But he was having a hard time moving, when you get old. But he ran most of the way down the driveway, and the driveway is, I think, about a quarter mile. Not quite. Wait a minute. 1/8 of a mile. I'm trying to remember my property dimensions. I believe it's a quarter mile by a half a mile, I believe, is the dimensions of my property. My driveway is 1/8 of a mile, about. But anyway, the point is, he followed me. And I felt bad. You have to do what you have to do. So I'm glad they were happy with Joe. Anyway, Clyde died not long ago. And Tank is a girl, and she was 6 months older than Clyde. And as far as I know, she's still there. I talk to Joe every once in a while. I ask him how she's doing. But you can tell, they get old. So I believe she's probably 13. I think so. She was a big girl. Very nice big girl. Anyway, my point is, if I go moving away and live by myself, I'm going to have me a dog to protect me. Don't want to be there by yourself and have someone come in that's not supposed to be there. And it is scary when everybody knows. Unless everybody that knows around you is protective of you. And that's okay. That's a good thing. But anyway, the point I'm saying is, if I don't sell my little house by this next spring, I'll be living in it. And I say that because right now I'm with Nancy, and I have my treatment set up. And I've already talked about that. It's a pain in the butt, going somewhere else and starting all over again. And can't be doing that every month. Anyway, the point is, I'm going to be here with Nancy through Thanksgiving. and really maybe, if she'll let me, um, stay until my next treatments and then take off. I don't know what the future's going to bring. I want to go spend some time with my family that I produced. My posterity, right now there's just 6 of them. Be Jessica and her 5 children that she produced. And I haven't seen them in a couple years. I don't think. I can't even remember now, but I think it was 2 Christmases ago. So I didn't see them this last Christmas, and then I went and spent Christmas with them in 23, right? Don't hold me to anything. That's my memory sucks. I know that I left home. When did I leave home? It was September 24th. I was 2022 when I left. And I came up here to go visit family. Say, hey, I love you. Bye. Sorry I didn't spend my life closer by. You guys, you need to remember what's important. And if you have a way, unless they just hate you, if you have a way to be close, you should be close. And you need to make a way. Anyway, there's all that stuff. I should show you what's on there, but I don't think you can see it. So anyway, it's showing the same person on one side with this big fat belly, and they're just showing the belly, the fat. And then they show what she turned into, which was nice flat belly with a waist instead of being ballooned out. Well, see, that's my problem. I'm ballooned out, so I gotta change that. And I think I don't know her name, but if you look at my history, you should see this woman in pink. She got a pink shirt on and shoes that match, and then she's just got stretch pants on. Except for she's showing, it'd be like you're in a bikini but not, you know what I mean? Just check it out, you'll see her. But it's Zumba, and I like Zumba, so we'll see how that works. It's got to be better than not doing anything. And what I was trying to say sometime is that, you know, even if you cannot do what they are doing, but you can do part of it, do part of it. You will build up your strength. You will be able to start doing better. And you better start now, unless it's too late. In other words, don't wait to build up your strength, and make sure you try to keep it. My little house in Downs, it is small, but it's cozy. I think I could go there and be all right. You have to, the things about living in Downs is you have to have a way to make an income. So if you're already at that point in your life where you have an income coming in, even though it's small, it will be okay. So I think I'll be able to. There's a hospital 24 miles down the road. I don't know how good of a one, but there is one. I need to check into that and see if they do those treatments. You know, if my bones start healing and everything works together and stuff, I don't think I'm going to have to take those treatments forever. The main thing is to not have holy bones. And that's going to collapse on you when the cancer is gone. That's what she said. I can get rid of that. I can melt that cancer away. I went, huh, really? And then she said, but if I do, there'll be holes left where the cancer was. It was in my bones. And she said, then your bones will collapse. So that wasn't cool. But as we're healing, taking the injections and taking it's a hormone blocker, okay? It's a strong one. And then I'm taking a hormone blocker pill. So there might come a time when I don't have to take the infusions anymore, but probably will still need to have the hormone blocker of some sort. And that will be a really great thing to get to that point. And really, I'm not sure how long I've been taking it. So, I mean, I've been taking them for a while. Not sure. You know, it was probably about 6 months. I think my PET scan was done in March. So, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months. So if I could take this one, that's 9 months, and I take the next one 10 months. Seems like something was mentioned about a year, but then somebody else said I'll be on these treatments for the rest of my life. I don't know that. I don't know that to be a fact. And also this ivermectin, I've told you that it's a horse warmer. And when I was afraid of having cancer years ago, and my grandma Smith told me to contact this one guy, and I did. I followed her advice and I contacted him, and he had overcome cancer several times in his life. He was actually 70 years old, and the first time he got diagnosed with cancer, he was 20. And the way he told me to do a detox, a colon cleanse, which I followed his advice, and I got a major colon cleanse. In other words, I don't even remember much about it, but I know it was over a week, every day, and you needed that toilet. And I saw the parasites in the toilet, but I didn't have cancer. I had menopause. When I told you guys about the egg and how it sticks, and then your normal thing is if you don't get pregnant, you expel it every month with your period. But when you're all out of whack when you're going through menopause. Don't wait, people. Go to the doctor. They have things to help you. And I waited there too. But anyway, so far I did go about that because I had gotten married and things needed to change with my body. Same thing. I'm not going through that stuff, but I'm going through these sweats. It's pretty bad. Anyway, I forget what I was even talking about it. So for that, you have to watch what you say on here because I tend to get a little blunt. So I won't do that. I went through hell over 10 years before I went and got help with that. And then so that's what I started with, the egg. I think what had happened was the egg had gotten stuck and I couldn't get rid of it. And it grew, but it was on the inside of the uterus. So it was part of menopause. If it had been growing on the outside of the uterus, then that probably would have been cancer. But nevertheless, the point I was trying to make, there was a correlation. And the correlation is the 70-year-old man, probably 40 years ago, told me that. Okay, no, that's not right. Me and Joe would have been married 18 years, I think, this year. And I talked to him pretty soon after we got married. So it wasn't 40, it was 18, around about. And his answer is detoxify. Have a colon cleanse. Get rid of your parasites, because we all have them. And so then that correlates with this wormer. Okay, you're getting rid of worms, you're getting rid of parasites. And if it'll work on horses, and then it works on the dogs, it'll work with me. And maybe that's what helped, because I started taking ivermectin. And my cancer doctor said that she didn't have a problem with me taking ivermectin, but she would not give me a prescription for it. and they won't give you the ivermectin without a prescription. And I don't have a primary care doctor right now. I need to get a primary care doctor, but nevertheless, I'm going to just keep taking the paste. It's not pleasant, but hey, if it helps you to get rid of your cancer, then you can do it, right? I just like my BC powders, I stick this nasty powder on my tongue, but I always make sure I got a way to get it out of my mouth, whether it be coffee or Pepsi or something. Pepsi is the best for me because I like Pepsi. And the bubblies, the carbonation will help remove it out of your mouth so you ain't got to taste it. Ain't gotta. Any old who, people. Mary Lou's recommendation. Ivermectin. You can get it at the feed store. You can get it at the feed store in a tube. I've already shown it to you. Where did I put it? I took some yesterday, so I don't think I'll be taking any today. They give this whole tube to the horse, and it'll worm a horse for 1,250 pounds. So I divided it up into... I think I need to turn that down, huh? Just waiting for the time for me to go get in the shower, because someone else has that time frame that's been right now. Anyway, I don't have my thing. What have you done with my thing? Probably what have I done? I turned it on, and I don't want all that. All right.
So just step from one side to the other. So we're doing this for approximately
exercise, that's what we gotta do. There's my remote. I can go turn it off. Hold on a minute, people.
So let's just travel from side to side. It's all low impact and all standing as well. And as I said,
Okay. I know, I always start something and don't finish, so I'm going to do it again. This is a box. See the horse, and then see the apple flavored. No, it's not. But anyway, like I said, I was so afraid to find out what my real results were from that PET scan. I was happily surprised to find. Okay, so I've only got this much left. That's probably 2 to 3 doses. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, you can. It's yellow. And it's more like a gel. And so I squish this up a little further. You can twist this thing. Okay, let me show you. Twist that, and it'll drop. And then you get it up here and put it where you want. Let's see. No. So when I push this up, it'll stop there, and it'll give me close to a dose. I'm just going to put it back up there and save it. And put the lid back on. So I've got at least 2 big doses or 3 little ones. And like I was saying, stop that. They give this to a horse. I'm not sure if they only give it to him once for every 6 months or once a year, but it's good for dogs. But you want to give it to the right weight. And one of my people on here, her husband had a good way to figure that out. He said, just figure you're 120 pounds. And divide that up. That gives you 10 doses. Good enough. There's another way to get a pill, but I haven't figured out if you have to have a prescription. If you go into Walmart and ask the pharmacist, you have to have a prescription. Go into a feed store that has stuff for horses. And there'll be an aisle that's got things, and then you can get this. And then if you look that up, what does it say? I can't. It's a Bacticide. But there's another brand of something that's got ivermectin in it too. It's just I like this because I've tried it and it seems to be working. I mean that's I use the word seem. Never guarantee anything, but I think it's worth investigating. And to me, it was worth trying. And I was so happy, like I said, so happy with what she had to say about my PET scan. And we did it on the phone because I messed up. I should have been there to see her, but I messed up. Was doing my videos for my channel, lost track of time. When I looked at the time, it was already past when I was supposed to be there. I'm going, oh God. So anyway, I was able to get that fixed by having a conversation with her on the phone, and that's when she was telling me the results. I was so surprised, really surprised. She said that, I mean, I don't know exactly what she said, but the cancer had not spread, and that's what I was afraid of, was that it would spread, and that she could see healing in my bones, actually see the healing. I don't know how big of a healing, but she said even in that vertebrae that had fractures in it, the fractures were healing. So I'm going to continue with this ivermectin. I will continue with my treatments, but I think there might come a time when I quit. It just depends on how much my bones heal. If my bones, when they get to a place where maybe I don't have to do that anymore. But you know what? If I'm going to do the injections, I just as well. My insurance covers it. So if my insurance covers it and they can see that it's working, that's what I'll be doing. And I am excited for the future. The future is bright. So bright, I will have to wear shades. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go because I think my time has come when I can get in the bathroom. However, I don't know if there'll be enough hot water. I'm going to have hot water and soap. I don't know how easy this is going to come out because I definitely got it covered. And the next time I do oil in my hair, I'm going to use the castor oil because castor oil penetrates deep into your tissues and it promotes hair growth. And I think it also helps to heal your follicles, the things your hairs grow out of. So I need help. I love you people. I know I'm silly. I show you at my very best, don't I? Oh, one day. Someday soon. Going with them someday soon. There's always a song that goes with the words that I be talking. The next thing you know, I'm a-singing. And no, Linda, I don't think I'll be singing a little bit, you know, but it won't be to perform. The singing I do on here is spontaneous and it's weird. But they're in my head and I like it. I like remembering. There's some songs that I really loved when I went to New York. I just don't remember what they are. You have to find that time frame and then you just have to listen. Because songs that were there were not here. We're not in Utah. That's where I lived. So I was living with my mom and dad and we lived in Utah. When I went to New York, I was 16. I was a junior in high school. I got sent away because I couldn't leave the boy alone that was across the street. So maybe that was a good thing. Except for I just wish. I don't know what I wish. You never know what changing things would do with the rest of your life. But you people out there, be brave. Don't be dumb. If you don't love someone, don't marry them. How dumb. And then what you done is you wasted your life and mine. Years of my life was wasted because of that decision. You just have to be brave. If you're not wanting to get married, if you're not sure about it, don't do it. Okay? Don't do it to make other people happy. I did think I was in love, but love's got to be a two-way street. And if your partner doesn't love you the way you love them, you need to get out of that. Get out while you can. All right, you guys take care. It is 40 minutes. Actually, almost 41, 42. When this hits the 33, I'm going to try to stop. Haven't figured that out yet. It's like there's a delay or something like that. Okay. Lovely, lovely day. Let's have a lovely day. I'm going to go take a shower and get this heavy oil off of my head. And I'll be back. Talk to you guys later, okay? Peace out.